week 3 of the sub-3 marathon plan, and today we're at 10k race to see where we're at. Let's get it. Hello, I'm Nick, welcome back to the channel. So today, it's Wednesday, it's race day. So we've got a hilly up and down 10k near Buntingford in Hertfordshire, part of the Hertfordshire Midweek League road races. It's pretty much all on country roads. There is a little off-road section. For those of you that saw the video before my sub-3 marathon training series began, I was doing the first race in this series and I pulled up with a quad injury. So I managed to do one run which you saw, but taking it a bit easier, and tonight I'm trying to do somewhere in between. But yeah, I'll take you through the week as it's been. So Monday, 35 minutes recovery run, nice and easy. Then we had Tuesday, which was 65 minutes easy with Georgie, and then 5 times 20-second strides to get those legs moving. And tonight, so I'm thinking around sort of 6:30 a mile, 4:02 a k, there or thereabouts. Here he is.
Hi Nick, YouTube.
Hello Michael. Just trying to see how that feels really. Don't want to do anything that's gonna cause me a problem in the marathon training, but equally, yeah, just want to try and use this as a bit of a test of where I'm at. So it's pretty close between the club I run for, Fairlands Valley Spartans, and Royston Runners, the host of this race, in terms of who gets promoted back to Division 1. I think the odds are stacked against us, but we shall see. So in terms of the course elevation, uphill first mile, then fairly flat overall, much at mile 2, uphill mile 3, downhill mile 4 and 5, and an uphill finish. So I'm going to ease into it, and then let's see where we're at halfway. There are K splits on the course. I'll have my head cam on, so yeah, you get to see how I'm getting on. Okay, just coming towards the end, did about a mile and a half warm up, just on the 3k. Get some strides in, some mobility, and we get going. Also, it is very muggy, so get my excuses in early. So with 5 minutes to go, I've just realised I've not got my cap, which means I can't do any point of view footage, so I'm just going to have to do what I can with the camera. Apologies. That's 1k, 3:53 or thereabouts. Mile 1, 6:30 on the dot. That's 2k. Can't work out the splits because I ain't got it on my watch. $3k, working my way into it. That's mile 2, 6:35. Looks like we got a hill. 4k, working up the hill. Mile 3, 6:31. Halfway split, 20:08. See what we can do. Just gone past 6k, 4 to go. Mile 4, 6:20. 7k, 3 to go. 8k, nice long downhill, bit flat, then we go up for the finish. Mile 5, 6:09, picking it up. 1k to go, all uphill. You saw when you weren't going to let that happen. Thank you, mate. Woo. 39:23. Very happy with that. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Cheers. 62nd place. Can't actually see it, but there's flies around. All going in my eye. I wish I had my sunglasses. Yeah, bashed it.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I? Do you think?
Yeah. If you have a little look around. So just on the cool down now, and I'll throw up the splits. But in short, pretty much getting quicker as we went through, and I felt pretty good, to be honest. Like aerobically, felt really strong. The leg felt fine, didn't notice it at all really. So yeah, I didn't want to push it, but towards the end, I was running around 6-minute miles. Is that like 3:45 a k, something like that, which is what I wanted to do in that Stevenage race where I pulled up and try and break 37 minutes of 10k. So obviously didn't do it for a long time, but even that pace felt good. So maybe we're back. Maybe we can start to really build back in that speed, as well as doing lots of the easy miles, lots of strides, lots of hill sprints, as I've talked about. Just short 10k on my watch, plus the warm up and the cool down I'm doing now. A nice long cool down. It's going to be over a mile, a couple of k, and yeah, then we've got a few more days of running to come, so I'll catch up with you later in the week and just talk a little bit about how this week has gone overall, including that weekly mileage. See you there. The winners of this year's Midweek League really is always the runners. What an incredible buffet. Like moths to a flame. You just finished. Paul's got his Guinness.
Cheers, boys.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
There's Guinness in here as well.
So we have made it to Sunday and we're on the long run. So I'm actually running down from Letchworth to Baldock to meet some of my club mates. I'm leading a 10-mile long run today, so adding a bit of miles beforehand and a bit after. Trying to do this one steady rather than easy, and I'm a bit late, hence why I probably sound a little bit more out of breath than usual. So a quick recap of the week that's been. So obviously you last saw me on Wednesday. On Thursday I had that all important rest day, expertly demonstrated by Henry as always. Then on Friday I did a 65-minute recovery run, kept it nice and chill. Heart rate was pretty low considering it was another warm day, so I was pleased with that. Well, as the running, I did strength training, more PT with Georgie. Leg day was the focus and had no ill effects from that. My quad hasn't said anything to me in these past few days. It's been absolutely fine. So I'm really hopeful that after a few weeks of easy running and not really much else, and it's now pretty much back to where it was, and I've got a race or two coming up in July, so I'm hoping I will be able to race those and put down a few markers. If you got any races coming up, let me know in the comments. And then yesterday, Saturday, I did a 90-minute easy run, including a visit to Letchworth Park Run, the classic park run sandwich, and yeah, I managed to do a few hill sprints, so anybody that is local will know Letchworth has a bit of a hill as you turn around Carnage Corner because of how muddy it is in the winter. And so I did a hill sprint, 8 seconds, top speed on each of the 2 laps up that hill, and then I did a couple more on the way home when I could find a hill, full recovery from between each, like I've talked about. And yeah, 90 minutes on a Saturday, and now the long run. So what am I hoping to get out of today's long run? Well, normally I run by time rather than distance, but because I've had to plot this one out, I know it's going to be a couple of miles down to the meeting point. It's going to be around 10 miles, so 16k with the group, and then it's going to be a run home, probably 2 to 3 miles. So I'm looking at around 15 miles, 24k, and mostly steady pace. So just more into that zone 3 than zone 2. And I've got a few gels with me to practice nutrition. But it's another really warm day, so out nice and early. Started at 7:15 this morning, and yeah, hoping to be done before it gets really hot. Oh, and I'm in the Saucony Endorphin Speed Freeze today. The mileage is getting higher than now, so I thought I'd try them out for a long run before I get my new ones in the rotation. But more about that next week. So despite a couple of wrong turns, managed to do just over 10 miles, 16k with the guys, and now just adding on at the end another 3 miles, 5k, which will take me up to 15 miles or 24k for the long run. So that's a half marathon done, 13.1 miles, 21.1k, 1 hour 49. Definitely at times gone out of steady and more into tempo. Heart rate a bit high, but it's a hot day, and yeah, legs feel good for it. So yeah, just a couple of miles, UK to go. So that's 2 hours 5 minutes on the watch. We've just hit 15 miles, 24k, and we're basically home. That will do. Forgive if this is too much information, but until about the last 5 minutes, the last mile or so, I really needed the toilet. But it seems to have gone again now, but I've been doing 8 grams of carbs an hour for the second half of that, and that obviously didn't go as well as my previous video testing it, but lots more testing to do. That was definitely steady plus at times. I averaged 8.22 a mile. I'll put what that is in kilometers, but yeah, it was kind of up and down, and yeah, hot. So the heart rate will tell a different story, I think, at times. That's 54 miles for the week, 87 kilometers, and I am very happy with that. So as is tradition now, I'll throw up the race predictor, Garmin's race predictor on screen. So we're still at a 2:58 marathon. Actually, I think my stats have fallen just a little bit, but for the UK at least, it's warm weather. We're talking sort of around 30 degrees Celsius. So that's definitely going to impact my heart rate and therefore my prediction. So we're not too worried about that right now. It will probably be more telling as we get closer to Abingdon Marathon in October. But that is all for this one. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. I'll put a video up of when I ran my fastest 10k at St Albans Easter 10k in April of 2024. So yeah, check out that or one of my other videos, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.